farmhouse whimsical. This is from Plow and Hearth, a company, an American company based out of Madison, Virginia. Their flower-shaped Weathervane wind spinner. And if you want, you can actually even grow vines on this, and we'll explain how, but it's the first day ever at this price. It was $96. We're now doing it for under $70. 3 easy payments of $23.33. Let me take you through the colors. We have them available in, this is what we're calling the bronze. Take a look, so pretty. And then you even have your Weathervane back here. They're awesome. That's your bronze. Here it is in the yellow. So pretty and happy. And then we also have it in the blue. So Ginger, come on out. 3 easy payments of $23.33. We've done a lot of wind spinners, just like the Bernini fountain. We've done a lot of different ones. We've done a lot of Plow and Hearth wind spinners, but never one like this. Never one that we like so much we had to name it Spinner twice. The wind spinner spinner.
The wind spinner spinner.
I just noticed that.
Just letting you know, it spins.
But okay, so how cool is this?
It's so super cool. So first of all, there's light assembly. You have the 4 sides that are to the base. But what I like about the base is it's not just a regular stake that goes into the ground, which you would see with some of the other Weathervanes. This is something that looks gorgeous in your garden. You have that wonderful scroll design. It's powder coated steel. And then you have all of the tools that we give you to be able to tighten this up, which is really super great. It's 35 inches tall. You even have the rubber on the very bottom. So if you wanted to put this on your decking, you could do that and it won't scratch, or on your porch or patio. But I'm a weather person. I get up in the morning, one of the first apps that I check is the Weather Channel. How's the weather? What's the weather doing? And it could be because I fly. My husband's a pilot too. Now we've gotten my daughter into, what's the weather like? Do I need a sweater? So this will actually point in the direction facing to the wind spinner on where the wind is blowing. That's cool. So it's almost like an arrow pointing it this way. So just like a Weathervane would do, it does serve a purpose. It tells you the direction of the wind, but for this, it does spin all the way around 360. And then it only takes a bit of a wind to be able to spin this around, because Plow and Hearth, they know how to do their metal sculptural artwork, and they started with spinners. They use ball bearings on the inside of each one of their spinners because it's less friction, which allows any bit of breeze, any slightest bit of breeze, to spin these around without hearing them. You're not going to hear them squeak or make any sort of sound, which is great.
And just the artistry that goes into these. These are all hand painted and powder coated. So much work goes into one of these spinners. It is really a unique piece of art. Typically our spinners are just on one pole that's staked into the ground. This has more of a metal stand look. So if I wanted to, I could use this as a trellis for vines.
I've done that. I just put it next to any sort of vining, flowering plants.
I bet it's beautiful.
Right at the base. And it would just naturally kind of takes curve to it.
Love that.
And then you just wrap it around. Now, if you get a storm, because some people were asking me, well, do I have to take the whole unit in? And no, you don't. You just take this off. This just simply lifts right off of the base. So
and that's just if you're getting a really big storm.
Yeah, we're talking about
if it's
like windy crazy.
Obviously, that's fine. It's a wind spinner. We're just talking about like if you hear, if there's like a hurricane.
If there's a hurricane force or whatever you have.
Pretty.
But you can remove it, which is great.
This is a really nice way to make your outdoor spaces unique and beautiful. Just like we put paintings on the walls inside our house. This is how you decorate your outdoor spaces. And this whole idea of like a modern farmhouse or just a little bit whimsical, so popular right now. And so this is Plow and Hearth spin on it, pun intended. Really, really beautiful. This is the lovely bronze. And when you look at this, so much artistry, all hand painted, all
It really looks
powder-coated.
rustic, this one. It reminds me of a farmhouse that is in Pennsylvania that we've maybe driven past a couple of times. The sunshine yellow.
That's the most popular right now.
My gosh, this one will stand out. It is gorgeous. if you really want to get that sunshine yellow. And you can see the medallion that has a little bit of texture to it as well.
Not too long ago, I was presenting wind spinner, and one of the callers called, and she said she was getting it to put by her granddaughter's sandbox.
Oh,
and I thought that was
that's so
the most
sweet.
adorable idea. And I was thinking, how great would this one be, right?
That would be really nice.
And then
Yes.
here it is in the blue.
I love the shades of blue. I'm going to stop it for a second because it does ombre a little bit, and you have that little bit of a like a texture to it that is in the center with the medallion, but done so beautifully.
And it's
really,
still
really
upscale.
great.
You know,
it is.
With a lot of outdoor art, it can be whimsical, but to be able to find something that's like cheerful but still upscale
Right.
can be like a little hard. So here's a beautiful piece of artwork that you can put anywhere you want outside. Take advantage of the Weathervane. I always think of the Weathervanes like
They're on
spent
the
a lot of
roofs.
my childhood in rural Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And yeah, you see all of the Weathervanes on the barns
Right,
roofs, and like
right.
I've always been fascinated by
Me
them.
too.
So this is the first Plow and Hearth spinner I've presented that does have the Weathervane function as well. And instead of just being on a pole, which is okay too, is on a true trellis that looks beautiful on its own, but is great if you want to have a vining plant. Come right up. 3 easy payments of $23.33. Your bronze, your yellow, and your blue. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Ginger. It's
great to see you, babe.